Welcome to the Tony Gomez Show. How's it going tonight? Welcome to the show. Tonight we are doing an Anialator Death is Calling release show tonight. So I've got JD De La Rosa right there, top right, and bottom right there, I've got Alex Dominguez in the house. So we've got the three makers of the creation right there. And so we're going to go through the tracks with you guys tonight and listen to them in the background and, share our thoughts on the writing, the music, the lyrics,
The inspiration.
lyrics.
The inspiration.
What else, Al?
The inspiration behind it.
The inspiration, right? Exactly. And a lot of it's going to be coming. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's just let things take their course. But this release came out on the 22nd, October 22nd. And man, just so proud of it. We all been waiting for a long time for this bad boy to come out, and we've had some great reviews on the album. And thanks for all the fanzines and all the magazines and that have taken the time to give it a good listen and say all the great things about the album. Thank you so much to all the bands out there and fanzines that have given us some props. We really appreciate it. And we're looking forward to a big 2025. We think things are going to be hopefully a busy summer, doing some great shows, and we'll see what hopefully comes down the highway to hell for us, because we're ready to throw down, just like we had a couple of great shows already during the summertime. And man, I just had a great time jamming with you guys, man. It was a fun time, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. It's always a nice feeling when how do I say this? Like a production comes together and it feels smooth. It doesn't feel like a battle, just trying to make something fun, And
Yeah.
it was real an easy flow, shall I say? And once we got organized and coordinated, it was a nice flow, and it was totally worth it, man. I've been having a blast so far. That's for sure.
Killer. Al, what do you think?
Yeah, it was. For me, it was nerve wracking because the only person I've ever jammed with was Tony. So it was like I've never jammed with I have jammed with JD. I take that back. A couple of times he helped us in Mexico City when we went out there to play, and then he did like 3 or 4 shows with us on drums, and then he also did the Mexico City on guitar, and it was just, I don't know, it was just kind of just, it had been a long time since I had touched you guys. That's one thing about you guys. You guys stay consistent with jamming live. Tony, you have like what 10,000 bands. JD at one time had 7,000 bands. So
At one time, yeah.
at one time, so you guys were. It was easy for you guys because you guys were constantly playing live, and you guys, were a well-oiled machine. This rusty old fuck here hadn't stepped on stage, I guess, since 2017, before we did the 2024 stuff. So,
I'll argue 2018, but I mean we're splitting hairs. I mean, it's pretty close. Yeah.
I'll take the 2018. So that's it was a little nerve wracking for me, but once I stepped on there, it was like riding a bike. You never forget. Shit just comes to you, and it was fun. I mean, next thing you know it, I'm stepping off stage. I said, "Shit, that just went by like that." Went by pretty quick. We had a great response. I mean, we had bands from different countries complimenting us, and we were one of the unique bands on that bill in Houston.
Yeah.
What's it called? JD, the festival?
Texas Fest.
Yeah, shout out to Carlos Zorak, Destroying Texas Fest. Everybody was like, I guess, black metal and death metal, and we stood out as a thrash band, a speed metal thrash band. So we made ourselves noticed there. So it was good. And then after that, of course, was the NYDM festival in San Antonio. So
that was fucking killer too. Fucking Dismember headlining that night right there. Oh man, it was awesome. I really dug
Whiplash.
Yes, fuck yeah, man. Sick.
Militia, that was pretty sick too, man. It was really neat to have old school speed metal and thrash aside from us, so it was neat to see that juxtaposition. There was a lot of how do you say that? It was a celebration of old school as well, and there was more than one old school band, so that felt good. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. And I'd never been to what is it, a Bumfuck Egypt, BFE in Houston, man. That's a great venue.
Yeah, it's way on. I mean, from Houston, it's kind of way on the distance, but it has its following. You know, it has a great stage. The sound guy there was great. I mean, we sounded good. So
Yeah, I thought it was kick ass. The Paper Tiger, man, that show really it was great. We were that band right before Dismember. We had a great crowd, man. You couldn't get enough. That whole warehouse was full, and everybody kind of looking from that whole open
outside,
area.
yeah.
It's a good turnout, good fucking turnout. Really impressed by both those shows, and anxious to look forward to 2025. Hell
You
yes.
know what's funny about that is, well, it wasn't funny, but uh, I met a lot of people that are I correspond with, like through the Annihilator page, fans
Yeah,
that are fans of the band from all over that came up and were like, "Hey man, what's up?" And oh yeah, you know, I recognize you
I
from
saw that.
Facebook and all that. So it was pretty exciting to see like old fans at the show and then newer fans coming up, and you know, it was pretty cool.
Very, very
But
fucking cool.
JD also got a chance to do double duty that night. I mean, not that night, but that weekend in San Antonio with his other band.
How
Yeah,
was
I
the
told
next
you,
night for
band
you,
whore.
JD?
17,000 bands. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna do double duty probably every now and then.
Yes. How was
And
night two?
what was that? What was the band's name? JD, come
Oh
on,
yeah,
don't
it's
be shy.
Hexea. Yeah, Hexea.
There you go.
Yeah. My wife Noelia started that project and even wrote like 99% of all that stuff, and we're still going. It's a new band, and we're still growing. It's totally different than Annihilator's. Very established. You know what I mean, as far as having mileage out in the scene and stuff. So feels
No,
good
but
to
you guys
have.
are signed to a good label, though.
Yeah, we're working on a deal with Hell's Headbangers, and that's gonna be cool. But we're not here for that stuff. We're here for the. Let's talk.
Hey,
Let's
give
talk
props.
about that.
We like to give props to everybody. I like to give props to
True,
all y'all's
true,
bands. I
true.
mean, you know what I mean. I'm not one of those
Yeah.
dudes like, hey, don't talk about your other band. It's just strictly Annihilated. That's
Yeah.
fucking
No, I
bullshit.
appreciate that. No, yeah. I mean,
So like Tony's
we're all.
more. Tony, you got a video out, don't you?
Well, matter of fact, hopefully it'll be ready by the end of the week. Yeah, I think they're doing like some finishing touches on the edits this week. And shout out to Gibby and all the guys in War Cold for spending a whole fucking day out there. It is literally 8 hours out there in the studio just for a 3-minute song. But you do what you got to do and be where you got to be to take care of it. So it was cool. I can't wait till it comes out. But yeah, we recorded a track called Terrorize with Robert Beltran over there, Precision Studios. I think probably one of the best guys in town, taking care of all the recording and engineering for us. So real proud of that stuff. And who knows? Maybe we can team up one time. Maybe I'll be doing double duty.
No, Tony, don't get too excited.
I never get enough, Al. I really never get enough. I always fucking start stockpiling bands. One time, even at Brewster, I had Headbangers Pit. I had Fistful of Metal, and then Vulgar Display of Power. Just fucking bam, bam, bam. So.
And all you did was change shirts, and you were a different person, right?
That was it for the most part. Yeah. Hey, it's a lot of fun, man. I love this shit. I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, thanks to the guys that are jumping in the show already. James Warrior, hell yeah. Yo, is that your brother?
No, that's me, dog. That's me.
That's you in there. Oh, yeah.
I'm saying what's up to
My bad.
James. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, okay, I got you. I love it, man. Thank you, James. Thanks for checking out the show. So let's get started. Why don't we get started by kicking off the first track? Can you get started with Kill Till Death?
All right, man. You got it.
Oh, that sounds great. I think this is probably in the second time I got a song batch, because the first song I got was Relentless. And this was probably one of the tracks that I might have got within the next batch of songs to start working on.
Yeah, this one was the first one I actually wrote for this batch of songs. It's kind of like they're mostly in the order of the way they were written, but at the last minute there was a couple of like shifts. But yeah. Watch out, Fernie's here, dude. What's up, Fern? You should be on this side of the curtain.
Dang it.
Yeah, Fernie joined the band after we recorded the album, so he's gonna be. We're already working on new stuff for the next one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the thing that kind of got me going for this one was, like anybody who knows me knows I'm a huge Piggy Voivod fan. Like those chords, all that stuff to me is I get that. That's the speed metal influence that went into thrash through the vein of Voivod, and Piggy and stuff, and that stuff moves me, man. I you hear that in Motorhead, those types of chords. The only difference is applying some aggression and speed and stuff. So the double pedal stuff. This song to me, if someone say, well, how would you describe this song? I'd say, well, if you like Dark Angel, the Gene Hoglan style stuff, shit like from what's the album? We Have Arrived is the not that one.
Darkness Descends.
Darkness Descends. Thank you. I was thinking Ascends, Descends. I'm sorry, I'm all stupid right now. Yeah, Darkness Descends. It's got that, driving kicks that aren't just blurred speed. They're kind of grinding forward. So there's a lot of that in that song. There's a lot of Piggy in those chords. And like check out this harmony right here. Watch. So that's all like I learned that from Pestilence many years ago. How to like throw in those weird chords, So I interpret it my own way. I'm not saying this is a Pestilence. It just reminds me of it's where I get it from,
Yeah.
You put your stamp on it.
Yeah.
This reminds me. Here's right here where the reviewers say it sounds like Anthrax. This is like, and where it says, what does he say in that song? More dance. And then when it breaks down, kind of that's what I thought when the guy.
Or SOD for me, it would be more. I'm more closer to SOD personally than I am with Anthrax. It just hit me better. So.
Same guitar player.
Yeah. So then, of course, the leads are all. I don't know. I mean, my time with thrash, where I started getting intimately connected with the music, was in the late '80s. That's when I first started tasting it into the early '90s, right? So my approach is a very how do I say this? It's busy. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's busy guitar stuff. So that's how this one came together. Can you hear it? I can turn it up like way louder. No, but I don't want to be too loud.
That's perfect volume.
So
Get it cut back in right here. Boom.
So I got a question. When you're doing your leads, do you just like off the cuff wing it in the studio, or do you sit down and actually? I don't want to say write leads, but you sit down and. I don't want to say tab it out, but how do you write your leads? They're not just going in there mindless, because these are well thought out leads.
Yeah, they're thought out because I try to make a lead that I can repeat myself, so that I don't feel the anxiety of, oh shit, I got to create something on the spot here at a show, and then I don't want to play the same thing every time. It's kind of hard to have variety. If you're making it up every time, chances are it's going to be very similar every time because you're going by muscle memory. But if you can write something, you can write something outside of your muscle memory. And I think that's the thing that most lazy musicians fall for, Like for drumming, singing, guitar playing, solos, if we don't practice, we just get used to our muscle memory. And that's not a bad thing. It's just, your potential gives you more, You have more in there. You just got to go in there and look for it, And so, this particular one, I wrote the beginning of the solo, and I wrote the rhythm for the solo, if that makes any sense. So like the I was like, man, I want to do some like old 80s tapping. Like I never like fucking tap, as a solo. Everybody used to do it in the guitar shops. They would fucking play all the Metallica tapping stuff. It was so cliche and so cheesy, but Sepultura did it well, and I tried to go for that flavor as well.
That vibe.
So yeah. So the riff came out to support that tapping stuff. You know, El Necron's in the room. What's up, big brother? I got rules. San Antonio
Dime
Elite.
bombs, baby. Yep. So great fucking starter for the whole album right there. Kill Till Death. Fuck yeah, that's getting a lot of listens right now on Spotify. So the next one ended up being the second single that we released for it. Memories of Terror. Memories of Terror, man. When it comes to Memories of Terror, that one right there, I remember working on that one in the studio with you at your place, recording it and really having a lot of fun, because it has that one part during the chorus where we put like maybe like 3 or 4 different layers of voices on there.
Yep.
So that was a lot of fun, man.
So how did you approach it, Tony? How did when we gave you the songs and said, here, how did you know like what vocal styles to use, since you're in so many bands? You know, how did you make it not sound like the other bands you're in, you know, the same style?
You know, that's what is such a challenge for me, man, because with me doing the different bands that I'm in, between, you know, original projects like War Cold and what we do in Anialator, I want them to stand apart, and I want them to be their own unique entity vocally for myself. And the music brings that out in its own way. And with us having that thrash background and the that thrash mentality, it keeps me within somewhat of a realm to keep my vocal range and style within. So I like that, because I'm not trying to do death metal, and then I'm not trying to do, you know, punk rock or hardcore either. You know, it's just that thrash, man, and thrash gives me a lot of range, because, you know, you think of all the great thrash singers, man, from either Hetfield or Zetro or fucking Chuck Billy. They all come and they bring a lot to the fucking table.
Yeah, man. You even got screechers. You got screechers like Overkill. It's like he can sing anyway with thrash. It's so aggressive. Yeah.
Big time. But the aggressive, it's got to be there. You got to have that aggressiveness to it. And however it starts getting translated out there, whether it's, you know, hitting some falsettos like Joey Belladonna does, or keeping that fucking intense scream like fucking Bobby Blitz, you know, it's what we want from thrash. So I got a lot to work with right there, and getting the titles together for the album. I always wanted to have like 2 or 3 different working titles for them, so that way if you didn't like one, maybe there's something else that I could sell you on as I was presenting the songs as we were getting ready to record more. And
because you had a very short time to come up with lyrics and fucking get a style of how you were going to sing it down, patterns and stuff, because we approached you and said, dude, it's like this thing was supposed to be out like 2 years ago, you know, we got it, or a year ago, whatever. You know, we got to get down to some business here, and, you know, and I felt bad because I think on the next album we're going to get, I'm not saying that your vocals aren't badass, because they're badass on this one, but I think on the next album we're going to actually hear like the real Tony, you know, where you have the time to work and mold the song and add different styles of vocals to it, you know, and I think that's what's going to happen to me. In my opinion, that's what's going to happen on the next album. Is, you know, you're going to come through a little. You're going to have more time. In other words, you know what I mean?
Yes, and I'm looking forward to that, because I really love the writing process of being in the same rehearsal room and making the magic together. The arranging, just ad-libbing lyrics, just to kind of find some phrasing that's going to go good with the riffage, and on parts that we already know are going to be verses or choruses. And with what you presented me, I knew I wanted to jam on it, but it's tough not to be a part of that writing as it's coming together. And it's nice that it's already finished, that all the work's been done. So that's the the awesome part about it. But the other part about it is I wasn't able to be a part of that the chemistry of that coming forth, and so that was fucking hard. I talk about this. I must have heard each song, dude, about 500 times, just letting it go, trying to get some inspiration. Where's the verse gonna go? Where's the chorus gonna go?
I like JD's story, dude, where JD says, I've worked with a lot of singers, and usually they don't have enough lyrics. Tony had like fucking dictionary novel, big ass fucking book of for one song. There was like 5 pages of lyrics or some shit like that.
There was, dude. I was just trying to cover my ass because there was fucking great riffs and everything made sense. And for my background, I always kind of wanted. I gotta admit, and then JD really brought it out to light. Is I can overkill it by just by putting more lyrics in where you just
cramming too much shit in there.
Yeah,
singing.
Right.
You
don't let it breathe.
It's just like, I gotta let the music play too, But that's just me because I'm an instrumental.
Don't hog it up, Tony. Don't hog it up. I'm telling you through the whole song. You're gonna be singing on the leads and everything too. It's like, take it easy, Tony.
Yeah, well, that's funny you mentioned that because like I record bands here at the house every now and then, and there's some bands who do that, and it always like causes a little bit of a car wreck, because you'll have this guy or this girl, or whatever, playing the solo, and then the singer just keeps going. Or normally the vocals go last, right? So all that will have been tracked for these bands, and then the singer comes in, and then something like that occurs where the singer starts to sing over the solo, and right away everybody kind of looks at each other, and it's like, I don't think. But here's the hard part: somebody says something, and then the person goes, "Well, I've been doing it like that at the gigs." It's like, well, yeah, but we didn't even know. Like, we're too busy trying to play our parts. We're not even listening to you. And
that's fucked up.
Dude, like 8 out of 10 bands have that problem. 8 out of 10 bands that I've had here have that problem because they're too busy focusing on trying to develop their part of the song that they're not listening to the song. Yes. Right, and that becomes an issue. It's like where you see bass players play like totally random weird notes because nobody took the time in the beginning of the song to go, hey, look, this is how it goes. They're just like worrying about themselves and not trying to get the band coordinated.
I played with a drummer like that, dude. Every practice the dude would fucking play something different. What the fuck? And then we play live. It was different. And what the fuck you doing? It's like, yeah. I'm still experimenting. Well, cut that shit out, dude. It's live. We don't play it. We come in the next time. It's different tempo. It's this. It's that. And it would go. I was like, fuck. It was horrible, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And then to take it live like that, I can imagine. I was singing over the leads. You never said nothing live. Oh shit. Yeah. But nobody's paying attention.
Yeah, actually, like I guess we can show the second song here. It's a great example of how you handled a song that not only was already written before you got involved, but this was also one of the few songs that I actually had put lyrics to before you even came in, and I always feel apprehensive about like telling someone, look, do this, do that. I mean, you gotta conduct or direct like this is how the song goes, more or less, right? But you gotta let the person be themselves in that interpretation. You gotta let them shine, and that's always hard. It's like, listen, I know what your strengths are, A, B, C, D, 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 but this one was already written.
Yeah.
Can you bring yourself into the song? And you did a great job, man. You made it. You added the accents where they belonged, and you had the proper aggression for it, and it sounded very good. I really liked the end result of this, and I'm game, guys, for like let's do this song as a single, let's do that one, or blah, blah, blah. At the end, was it the label that chose this song? I was like, sounded great. It was neat to have it as like a single. It worked out all right. It's got so much visuals in the lyrics, and you brought that out, man. You brought that out. You took it and you said, fuck it. Okay, fine. You'll take it for the team. All right, give me the lyrics and we just do my thing over them, and they came out great. So let's jam out to that one real quick.
Let's jam that one.
Also, the traditional thrash, start with a solo in the beginning of the song, Slayer did it.
Yeah.
I figured it'd be cool to do that right here.
What's the tuning of the guitar?
D standard.
D standard, all right.
Another rhythm I wrote for the solo, not the solo for the rhythm. So yeah, that's why that one was a real melodic rhythm to follow the notes, you know. And the bass guitar, you know, people dig that twang, man. Your bass guitar came out; it sounds real good, man. It made the riff sound heavy.
That's a funny story because every band I've jammed with, I'll tell you in a minute.
What's that? They always turn down, or what? They turn you down?
I turn myself down.
Yeah. Watch out, Chaos Goat in the house. What's up, man? I have the volume really low. I can turn it up if we need to. I'm just saying. Let me know if you can barely hear it. I learned that drum beat from another drummer, another local drummer. He showed me how to do that beat, and it's heavy. Yeah, leading with the snare adds like a tension and makes it heavy. You know. Watch out. There's that range. Yeah. That's hard for me though. I lose my breath. I'm like without that bass. Oh yeah, that's the bass guitar makes that riff sound heavy because otherwise the notes are too high. That's a thing I learned from Marty Friedman lick. He does a lot of Japanese scale stuff, so I like to use that. It sounds cool. Yay!
The reason I was talking about the bass, turning it down. I would turn it down because back in the '80s, a lot of those earlier thrash albums that had like real lot of speed and stuff, you never heard the bass. It was always guitar driven, drum driven, and vocal driven. The bass was like really non-existent unless you were Iron Maiden, where you hear Steve Harris, and even sometimes in Slayer you didn't hear their Tom Arai's bass playing. So I always wanted it to where the rest of the band would stand, and I wouldn't. And this one, it's funny because a friend of mine named Jeff De Leon, shout out to Jeff, me and Tony jammed with him. As soon as the album came out, he sent me a text. He goes, "Hey," I go, "What?" He goes, "I can hear your bass. What's going on with that?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "The guitar player I have now is like, no, man. We need a. I let him. I trust him with his ear because he has a great. JD has a great ear. He can tell the sound dude from the sound dude's booth, like, turn this, and then he'll tell me, hey, turn the treble down on your bass or pick this up, and I'll do it. And I mean, it's perfect. You know what I mean?
I promise I'm not a control freak.
No. That's good. That's good. I mean, you want the band to sound good, so you're over here. Turn this up, turn this down. he tells me, hey, take this off. You're too punchy. You need more click or you need more, treble in it, this and that. All right, I do it. And it's like, oh, okay, shit. My bass never sounded this good before. Fuck. He's that's why I trust his ear. So when he told me, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna blend it in. You'll see. It's gonna be fine. And this and that. It's all right. So.
Yeah, I mean that's a trade secret. The bass guitar is a untapped resource in a lot of metal recordings. If everybody's tuned, like tuned guitars, right, and B, if everybody's following that kick, and playing along relatively on like together, you get a third sound, right? The combination of the two creates this third sound, and those chugs, like on the next track, it makes them sound extra fat, extra punchy.
On the next track, before you let it roll, it does a change. Is the change because the bass starts mimicking the guitar riff on the second phrase?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It fucking goes hard right there. I like that. I love that. So let's go ahead and rock into the third track. This one is called Iron Grinder. Right there.
Yeah. And the air starts to move with the bass. That's what's up.
Hard. Fuck yeah.
That's my King Diamond influence. This whole riff. All this is all King Diamond stuff. Now these are your lyrics. These are your lyrics. And then I still can't remember that backup line. What's the line? What did you say there? The ground in pain.
The glare of the blade.
Yeah. I just make up shit. I don't even remember what it is. Yeah.
I like that change right there. Oh,
Yeah. The song is roughly about overcoming adversity. Let's just call it like that. Where my iron grinder feeds.
Oh, only if you could throw all the people in those iron grinders. Be nice.
Yep.
The fakes, yep.
My Piggy influence, my Voivod influence right there.
And I don't even know if you remember, before this song was written, I had told you, hey, you like Voivod? Put some Voivod in there. Nobody ever puts Voivod in the song.
Yeah, you
and
even said you're like, you go
right there.
Right here, this part right here. You're like, just even this riff. This is Voivod riff right here. Nah, you were like, hey, just don't get too artistic. I'm an old man. She said, I remember that. All that. This song is King Diamond and Voivod, kind of like with some double pedal. You know what I mean? That's what this song is.
I had some dude write to us, a fan write to us and say, hey, Iron Grinder, he said, reminds me of something off a Killing Machine. Killing Technology. Yeah. He said, I noticed that the guitar player wears a Voivod shirt. And I wrote back to him saying that was one of your favorite bands, so inspiration. You even got the tattoo, Voivod.
I got it on my truck, on my Jimmy also. My Jeep. It says Compass, and I got the Voivod logo.
Tattooed your cock or what?
Yeah. and the bass keeps going do 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 do. That's what's up. I call that the Tamaraya bass when it's just do 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 do. And then he jumps in with this part. Heavy. Now I hear it. The glare of the blade. Now I hear it. Okay. I promise that's what I'll sing next time. Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah. Iron right there.
On a note for King Diamond, or Merciful Fate, shall I say, the album 9, I really love that album, just saying.
No shit. You heard, I need to give that a listen.
Dude, yeah. The songs aren't reinventing the wheel, you know, they're not the most clever, but they're so well played, man. And,
yes.
And sometimes
I never liked King's solo stuff. I never liked his solo stuff.
Yeah, I think this was Merciful Fate. I think this was Merciful Fate.
What? You never
I just couldn't. I mean, after listening to like Melissa and fucking Don't Break the Oath, and then
the first
what was that first album?
Let's
Have No Fun or whatever, and then trying to get into the solo stuff, it just had a different feel. I mean, of course it was still King's vocals, but I'm not saying that it sucked. There were some songs I could, and some songs not, like when you put on "Don't Break the Oath" from start to finish. It's the shit, you know. Or Melissa from start to finish, you know. But I just wasn't a fan of his solo stuff, so I don't know.
You're gonna get yourself killed.
And burn me at the stake.
One of my favorites, yeah, Abigail, man, fuck, that was the shit. One of my favorite Did you go to that one? Al?
Who?
Abigail?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, Merciful
Fate. I think
Fate
Devastation 9 opened up for that. I was already out of Devastation by then, I think.
Yeah, that's right. That was one of the best shows ever here. Fuck yes. Well, I wanted, we were talking about how JD already had some lyrics ready for like Kill Till Death for me and for Memories of Terror, and you had some lyrics for me for this one. And ordinarily, whenever I do anything, I always want to write my own shit. You know what I mean? And because it's that much easier to remember. You know what I mean? Everything comes from me, and it's just organically easier for me. But at the same time, like I said, I showed up with a ton of lyrics. So already knowing that we already had some ideas on how some of these songs were going to go really took a lot of pressure off of my plate, off of my head, knowing that there's already some fucking structure right here. So I'm not like trying to reinvent the wheel. This song's already rocking already. Just go in there, put your taste on it, and it's everything's going to work out. And everything did work out, man. But I think most of it worked out because the way JD delivers everything, man. He's such a great guy to work with. When it comes to recording, when it comes to putting this music together, you got such a cool style, and you talk my language. We love all the same music, so any kind of references, I always knew where you were coming from.
That's what you're saying right there. That's the most important part, because I was being a little bit like aggressive when we were producing it, but not in like a stressed out way, but more of like a fast turning, because I was able to talk to you like, hey man, let's repeat that. Do you want to double that? Yeah, let's double that. Okay, should I do a higher? And you were like, should I do a higher? Should I do a lower? Should I know? And so like we're already like chipping at the same tree, cha 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 cha. I can go cut up there, and you're like, okay, now cut over here. You're like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was able to speak the lingo to you. We were able to layer stuff, do that again, overdub, and then you were like critical on your own performance as well. So you're like, hey, I want to go back and punch in this part and this part. And you were very particular about certain things, and it worked out really, really well. This song in particular I like fast singing bands, fast singing songs, like DRI and stuff like that, where but it's a challenge to write that many words or that many syllables. So this was an exploration of trying to write something fast. So as you're gonna hear the song that we're playing, there's two songs that were my kind of my fuel for this one. It was a lot of Sepultura, you know, like Troops of Doom and stuff, or whatever, To the Wall, you know, that drumming style, but the singing was like a lot of SOD. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you want to laugh, just sing what's that MOD song actually?
Which one?
Sitting in my kitchen, stuff I haven't ate. What should I do now with what's this on my plate? Maybe I should save it. Nah, I got the cash. Think I'll take the easy way and throw it in. Oh, aren't you hungry? That's all. Okay. So listen to those lyrics in your head.
Everything fucking rock.
I mean, it's there. There's only so many percussive ways you can lay it down. Check it out. Watch. Fires in the streets. Like the South American thrash aggression.
Has that Benito remains?
Yeah. Yeah. Very much in that era. Late 80s, 88, 89. See, that's kind of my, I don't know, how my brain goes that direction.
That intense fucking tempo.
More pestilence, you know.
Bernie got a question from Reminiscence from the Coast Guard. Wondering if this song is about
being a submarine? No. I'm curious to hear how he puts those together, you know? I just submarine. Hear the death call? Interesting.
But I like the interpretation. That's cool.
A little studio bullshit, you know, for the headphones. I highly recommend listening to this album with some headphones. There's a lot of vocal shit going on right here.
Yeah, this one's got some great effect vocally. You got some vocals on there too, right? No?
This is all you, 100%.
It's all me? Okay.
Oh, wait, there's a scream. There was just a scream. No, that's all you. That's all you, dude.
Alright. Or maybe it's on this part, right?
It's all you, man. Studio magic.
And you know, live we play it even 2 times faster than it is right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Almost hard to control that.
Yeah. That's some fucking good thrash right there. I love that tempo. Love it. Great one right there. Yes.
2 times faster live.
I think when we got together to do the first recording, I think we did Iron Grinder, Hear the Death Call, and we did one more. Was it Relentless?
I think it was Battlefield Messiah.
Oh,
or Relentless. No, you know what? It was one of those two. It was
one of those two.
those were the ones you had lyrics for.
Right. Yeah.
Really well.
'Cause I know we knocked out 3 the first session, then we knocked out 4 the next time I went down
That's right.
and played in your place. Yep. Okay, killer. Man, that's a bad one right there.
Yeah, the next one's pretty cool too. It was funny because I mean, I don't know how deep I want to expose the inspiration for the lyrical content, but like at its face value, it's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
If you get into the whys, I still think it's brutal, but I like that source of influence. You know, that movie, right? It's very, very cool. Some people aren't into those kinds of movies, and that's whatever. You know, I love that movie. But yeah, Battlefield Messiah is number 5. That one, I really like the lyrics you put on this one, Tony. I think it was a good exploration of like the fucking total war action star. Like if you're watching a fucking killer ass movie, you know this guy's gonna be the total badass in it.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit rolls, man.
He's gonna be the Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator.
Yeah. It's very much like an Arnold Schwarzenegger character, what he's describing and all that stuff. And
Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper.
Dame la pinche arma. Give me the weapon. Yeah, I know. And it's cool, man, because I mean, it's like, okay, we need to hurry up and finish this album, right? Like, we need some lyrics. We need to figure something out, and it was neat because as a fail-safe, it's kind of cool having a mascot for a band.
Dude.
Not all bands have a mascot. And this song was one of the songs where we're like, okay, let's sing about the mascot. Like, what a day in the life of the mascot. What's he getting himself into this time? And so the lyrics for this one was one of those songs. It's neat. It's a good tool.
We kind of started describing him. Like I remember one of the lines of 300 pounds of solid pain.
Yeah,
right?
reinforced steel.
Yes, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Some great fucking thrash lyrics right there, dude. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So this one's called Battlefield Messiah, and what I liked about this one, it just starts kicking ass right from the fucking beginning. Traditional. So bring us on in, JD.
All right, cool. As you're hearing this picture, the mascot. This is pretty much this guy kicking some ass. Watch out.
Yes.
That's a bitch to do double pedal like that.
Dude, fuck yeah. By the way, you did drums, right?
Picking and double pedaling at the same time, you know.
Woo!
Trying to keep it quiet.
Love it.
James, like Creator's Violent Mind. Cool. That's cool. Francisco's asking a good question. We'll get to that right now. Star that comment.
We'll get to that. Let's build the joke.
Never weapon.
I want to see a mindset right here on this one.
Hell yeah. I want to see some shirt ripping action.
This part kicks ass. Another fucking wicked solo.
It's all about closing the hi-hat, you know, just bringing it down, you know. The Battlefield Messiah. Ay,
Hell yeah.
Vanessa. Damn straight, dude.
Oh, I love that reference to
It's a big motherfucker. That's all this song is. Describing the necro mercenario. There you go, Paul. Exactly.
What's up, Captain Jason?
Hawaiian There you go, Paul. Assert your dominance.
Oh yeah, Paul says I need to play this when teenage boys want to come to my house to say hi to my daughter. Fuck yeah, dude. I love that. Thank you, Paul. Fuck yeah.
Hey, but before, for people that don't know what our mascot is, anybody got a picture? Because those people that are just finding out about
Let me get my deck.
All right.
It's the el necro mercenario.
We were chopping heads off before the cartel in 84, 85, 83, and 83.
No más.
I don't know if you can see it, but there.
And he makes an appearance on the cover as well.
Yeah, but
in a different way.
Well,
which we would show, but I got a couple questions, and Francisco reminded me of my question. But how are people going to get this album? Like, is it just through the Extreme Records, or have we been told if there's going to be a USA distro?
The distro for the US release is going to be through Hell's Headbangers.
Orale.
They're gonna be carrying it. And in fact, I remember, if I'm not mistaken, when the last CD we did, Righteous Supremacy, came out. I don't know how many copies they got, but they sold out in like an hour or 2 hours of everything they had from that. So I don't know how many they're getting this time. But you can either get it through the band. If you live in the U.S., you can get it through the band, or order it through, when it comes in, through Hell's Headbangers on their website. They should be carrying it, from what I'm told. There might be another U.S. distribution, but as far as I know, for sure, it's supposed to be Hell's Headbangers.
Yeah, that's cool.
HellsHeadbangers.com.
I mean, who is it connected to Hell's Headbangers in Texas, right? I mean, it seems like it.
Yeah, they're giving opportunities to everybody these days. The standards have gone so.
Shout out to Psyop Skates right here, man, with the fucking decks.
Oh hell yeah, man, that's right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Anialator decks, you know it. Ooh.
There are skateboard decks that came out.
Dude,
that was cool. That's something cool.
Hey, shout out, by the way, shout out.
It looked like the bullet. I don't know if you can see it right there. That's a little.
Yeah.
Grooves. One of a kind right there, man. You're not going to see any other deck that's got that bullet design right there. Hell yeah.
Pretty rare.
Heavy fucking duty.
Shout out to who?
Psyop Skates.
Well, Paul Kreutz, he's from Hawaii. He's in Hawaii right now. He's jamming out to us in Hawaii. So, hell yeah, dude.
Thank you, Paul. Hell yeah. Love Hawaii, man. Oh, man. Fired up.
Hawaiians are like the Mexicano Asians, kind of.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I would say I got a lot of family where they look Hawaiian too, Samoan and stuff. So what's up?
They like spam out there. That's the national meat, spam, isn't it? In Hawaii.
Man, at least at one point it was, but I don't know about now. Yeah.
Well, let's move on to we got 2 more tracks for everybody out there. Thanks for everyone joining us tonight. And just to get you caught up, we are Anialator. I'm Tony on the vocals. We got JD right there at top right, guitars, drums, and bottom right there, Alex Dominguez on bass. Hell yes. We've just dropped this album out October 22nd. It's called Death is Calling. And we're doing an album release listening party right now. So thanks to everybody joining us right now. Just like we talked about, hellsheadbangers.com to get your hands on CDs, cassettes of what we're listening to tonight. And come check us out live because we're going to have the vinyls with us live to sell as well. All right. So get your hands on them. We're going to have some splatter vinyl. We're going to have some black vinyl. They're going to go fast like vinyl always does. And with the album cover we have, it's definitely a fucking keeper. It might just get banned. So,
Yeah,
If
we've
we're
been
lucky.
told.
If we're lucky.
We're lucky. We've been told that cover's too offensive and too thought provoking.
yes, exactly. And so,
Well, what I might do, Tony, in your area, maybe JD, I don't know, but in Corpus, I know y'all have some mom and pop record stores, right? So I might give you a batch to go stick them in there, do some kind of consignment deal or something, and that way people in Corpus can just go over to the store and buy it instead of ordering it from us. But
Sound
Yeah.
Exchange,
Same with-
huevo. You got to go to Sound Exchange. Got to go to Hog Wild in San Antonio.
yeah, what y'all have any places in the valley that like a record store or something?
No, nothing compared to Hog Wild and Sound Exchange. Nothing compared to that. It might as well just go over there, honestly.
You know what? Let's just sell them at Delia Tamales. We'll sell them there.
You get the spicy pork, and we'll throw in a cassette while we're at it.
You we'll put the cassettes. We'll put the cassettes by the register, like the trio bands that go in there and play.
I
Put our
remember
cassette
those.
there.
That's badass. They're at the register. Hey,
Wow.
Right there by the register. Hey, who's
can't wait.
this? Who's Juan Martrio Los Tres Pavos? I don't know. Who's that?
All right. Jose, fucking Tigres, Bronco,
Yeah,
and the new Annihilator.
The CD will be at Bucky's near you.
There you go. Imagine that shit.
Well, I want to get some sold. Shout out to some of my favorite record places here, and I'm talking about Hybrid Records downtown, and the other place is TFC Records. Shout out to
TFC
and TFC Studios. Great place to not only have your band rehearse, but pick up some badass T-shirts and vinyls and 7-inches. They got some great stuff over there. So shout out to Richard and Roger at TFC Studios, and
Whatever happened to Disco Round?
very cool people over here. That's where
Whatever
I picked up the
happened to-
latest from Rotting Corpse.
Whatever happened to Disco Round?
They're around, but
Oh,
I have my
okay. We won't talk about it.
well, Hybrid Records put up a gallery for the flyer poster that we did, gallery that we did about 3-4 months ago. So they're definitely promoting the local scene and trying to do what they can. So I know they're going to be more than happy to be
Sergio's thing.
Yeah, Sergio's thing.
Wow.
But
Shout out to Sergio. He's always pushing Annihilator stuff on his is it Corpus Christi riffs, I think.
Yeah, all the time, man. Yes, and
Real cool dude. I met him. Really, really cool dude.
the night that gallery opened up, the owner of the Hybrid Workers were wearing the old school Annihilator shirt too, as well.
Oh shit!
Yeah, sharing the love, man. Very fucking cool. And
Nice guys.
so definitely get your hands on some of the gear and reach out to us if you can't. Go to our website, go to our Facebook page, and
You can also get T-shirts through the band. We have the soldier, the red and white shirts. The soldier holding the guy's head or whatever. We have shirts still. They can order that through us. We still have some CDs. If you want to go really back and get a compilation that Extreme put out called Mission of Death, we still have those CDs that covers our demo and both CDs. both EPs that we put out through Wild Ride Records back in 80,
Yes.
88, 89, stuff like that. So
Yes.
um, there's
Definitely, you need those for your thrash collection right there. Get that Annihilator Mission of Death, and also he still has some Rise of Supremacy.
yeah,
Yes,
on
so they're
CD. I
in the
still got
house.
those.
Load up on all
This
your
is
Annihilator
actually
stuff,
this is
and
actually
bring
the
it to
first
the
time
show, and we'll sign them for you.
the last recording we did that Righteous Supremacy was just released on just CD. This one is coming out on cassette and vinyl. I mean, we haven't put out vinyl since '88. I think it was.
Yeah,
I mean, not counting the like Weird Face Records out of Greece put out our demos and stuff. Uh,
cool.
uh, all in a double vinyl set, with some unreleased tracks. But I'm talking about like the last time we released any kind of vinyl Annihilator was, I want to say, the Red album back in 88, 89 maybe.
Wild Rags.
So Wild Rags, yeah, through Wild Rags. So now,
Yes,
we're releasing it again. I mean, it's coming out on vinyl. So I just wanted to say that. You want to jump into the next song, Tone?
yes, hell yeah. But Paul, he says, "Holy shit, Tony looks like he could be my brother."
Told you.
Well,
Told
my
you.
brothers, I got one brother named Sly, but I don't know, Paul. Maybe are you my doppelganger? Are we bald, or what's the
It,
resemblance? Is it goatee?
it's the
But
warrior
anyway,
spirit, brother.
hey, all right, hey, I like that, Paul. I do, I like that. I like that, JD. Thank you. So Relentless, I've heard some good things about Relentless. What I liked about Relentless is that was the first track that I got from Alex, and he said, "Hey, listen to this, see what you can do, and let me know when you got something for me." And it took a while because this song's got a lot of pieces to it. So here I am trying to write a whole fucking book, chapter for each riff you got.
And I'm here. I'm sending text messages. Look, man, are you serious about this or not? Because I mean, come on. You got any lyrics for me? I'm working on them. I'm working on them. I
He
wrote his
was
ass so
working
much
on
on
it.
that. I was like,
Yeah, so I
damn, the record
definitely,
company's gonna pull the plug. I need some lyrics, Tony. What you got? What you got?
yes, dude.
Peer pressure.
I remember calling Alex and we'd be on the phone for a couple of hours and I'm singing the lyrics to him over the phone, over the tracks, and giving him an idea of what I got in mind. So that way I know if I'm on the right track or not. And, everything is a means to an end. And I remember those things because, that's what brought us to this point. And all the calls, the text messaging, the trips out of town and stuff, everything was so fucking worth it. I'm so proud of the album and really proud of how Relentless came out and the great reviews we've been having for this song. And it gives me a chance to kind of listen to it with a different perspective because this one kind of sounds like, maybe I'm pushing a little too far here, but from our background, the three of us in this album, this feels like our Master of Puppets track. There's a lot to it, and everything has got the greatest parts of everything about thrash is in this kind of song. Not that the other ones, everything else is touching it, but this one feels like it's got, oh man, just a little bit of everything, dude. Of everything that I've like Metallica's Master of Puppets. It's got the fast part, the slow part. It finishes strong as fuck.
Hey, can you add this thing that I put there that I'm sharing? Add it to the combination here.
Let's see.
What are you sharing?
Um,
It's a pic. It's the cover art.
Oh,
It's the cover art. Just add it to like the group of all this.
I don't
What do
know,
you call it?
man. I don't know how to do that, JD. You're gonna have to experience me on that one.
It should say like share or something on the bottom.
Let's see. Boom. Let's
Are you
see.
on a cell phone or are you on your computer?
No, I'm on myself.
Oh, that's probably why I don't know how to do it on a cell.
Oh yeah, because it probably would have given me a lot more options if I was on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
okay, there.
let's get to the music. Let
why are you getting
Relentless.
lazy, Tony? I'm a sale when you have a computer. Come on, man.
Hey, well, I love the quality that my phone gives a great quality, and the webcam for my computer isn't as good.
Clean the lens.
Oh, I think I know. I think I
Get
know
some
how to do
alcohol
this.
wipes already, right? All right, all right.
Watch out. This is how you do it. I figured it out. Watch this. I'm gonna grab this. Check it
Yes.
out.
I tell you, JD's the master of everything, man. Shit.
I can figure it out.
Sometimes we show our age, it just it happens sometimes.
Shit, where did I just save this picture? Oh my god. Oh, I know where it is. It's right here. Doink. There it is. All right, let's see if this will work. I'm going to.
Let's see. We see that cover art for Death is Calling.
I'm trying to. I don't think this is gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Let's see.
Nah, it's not gonna work as cool as I wanted to.
Hey, there you go. See, that was cool.
Oh, I'm in the room.
That's tight. Let's get some music to go with it.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
This was called Relentless.
It's my Metallica.
Yeah.
Orion.
My Orion.
But yeah, the beginning, I know what you mean, dude. That intro going into it.
Bunch of harmonies. There's like 4 guitar harmonies right there.
Love that part.
Yeah, this one was a hard one to write lyrics to, man. You did pretty well. Fake Spirit World. Bass guitar rules, dude. I'm telling you, I love it. I love the way it sounds.
Yeah.
Is there like a clicking sound?
Yeah, I hear a little bit. It wasn't there before. Oh, man. You see the bit going through. Brutal drumming.
Following with the feet. And then. Oi? Thanks, Paul.
Any particular influence right there, Diggy?
What's that?
Any particular influence right there, that riffing?
More death metal side of my life.
All right.
Yeah, it was probably the least thrash riff in the whole album is this part right here. And then right here is like a little more sadist, a little more pestilence, a little more voivod. I like weird guitar space.
Yes.
Man, I wonder what's making that clicking sound. I hear a clicking sound.
Sounds like a bamboo.
Who's the drummer? I'm the drummer on the recording, but we have a drummer, a full-time drummer now, who's taking over the role. His name's Daniel.
And then right there, you went all Doom, like Winter and fucking that Japanese band Corrupt.
And Norway Doom right there.
Solitude.
Is that
So of course I wrote lyrics. Luckily when I went to meet up with JD, he goes, don't worry about it, you don't need any of that.
What happened? I couldn't hear you.
Now remember when we got to record talking to that about that part of the song before the solo started. I wrote him some lyrics for it, but he was like, "No, it's not supposed to have lyrics."
Yeah, there's one of those parts.
You wanted to sing over the solo, didn't you?
It's the way it is. It just happens, like when we're all doing it from long distance like that, But hey, it came together, man. We got it together. Fuck tomorrow. Why are you so mad, Wade?
Like this Indian right here, some good night.
Yeah.
Oh, tightness. Who's that little one right there?
That's Boozy.
Boozy in the house. Yeah.
Keeps on scratching the fuck out of my leg.
Keep trying to keep you awake. Don't fall asleep.
Trying to fucking. Oh yeah, Vijito. I'm like, yeah, I remember back in the day.
No, bad, right? Hey, well, she rocks. All right. So that was
What's up, Jason?
right there. One of my favorite tracks off there. I would say, is that the longest track?
Yeah, I think the longest one was about 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah.
All right.
Most of them were in the 4 minute.
Anger of intensity.
Because I had that year.
What's interesting is the biggest complaint that I would say is very common amongst every review I've seen of the album so far, and as well as from certain friends, is the playtime. They're like, it's only 33 minutes long, and that's short for a full length album. And yeah, I mean it is in the short side of the full length album game. I'll admit that, but I mean that goes in line with what happens with highly aggressive music. You don't want it to be.
But is it how long is Rain in Blood? I mean, how long is that? That's an album. Isn't Rain in Blood like 35 minutes or something like that?
Yeah. That. And then there's also like Deicide, like some of the death metal stuff, in the early, there's a lot out there that is in that time span, and those are all very unrelenting, very, very hard hitting, high energy albums. So when an album like that ends a little bit, 10 minutes less than a normal album, it leaves you with like I'll listen to it again. You're not completely fatigued. And hopefully you're stimulated by what you heard, and so you'll fucking play it again. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing. These days, the 30-minute category is, I think, more effective now. Also, with attention span being a little different with people. And I'm not picking on young people. I mean, even me, dude. Like my attention span has changed. It's not the same as it used to be.
Right.
I'm glad he talked me out of it because I wanted 9 songs. I remember I told you, JD, I wanted like.
Yeah, I wanted it too. I just got like, let's finish this. Let's release it
let's
already.
do 9 songs, and I kept on pushing for 9, and then I said, okay, let's make it easy. Let's do 2 covers. Let's put 2 cover songs on the album, and just leave the CD. Just leave the CD without it. That way, the releases will be different. The record will have two cover songs, and the CD will just have the what we put out. But it just there was supposed to be special guests on this thing and all kinds of stuff that just with time.
Everybody was busy and touring and shit. And, Yeah, you know, and another thing, before we play the last track, I want to say that the vinyl, they say 15 minutes to 18 minutes per side is optimal for like one side of a vinyl, a 12-inch, to where you can have it at a higher quality groove.
Very cool.
You know, because if you cram more time, then the grooves get closer and closer and closer, and they get real, like, you know, the rings around the vinyl get like more compressed into each other. And when you have too much, the needle can accidentally pop out easier. You know, and the tone isn't the same, because you're sacrificing a little bit of tone. You're compressing the tone so that you could add more music on that side of the record. So 15 to 17 to 18 minutes is a good low end per side for like a high quality production. You know, they can run it on a faster speed or with like thicker grooves, and it'll last longer. It'll play harder. It'll play harder. It'll last longer. It'll go deeper. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, it'll be it's just gonna be a better quality thing. So
good point. Hell yeah, and that's right. A win for us. Hell yes, for us.
Track 7,
and people that love to fucking hear the jams on the turntables. Hell yes.
Questions, anyone? Questions? Huh? Any questions?
Let's get to the next one, man. Terror Tactics.
Get to the next one. Hey, shout out real quick, Captain Jason, bass player for Parasite. I'll be out there on the 9th. Dillo Fest is coming up again. 20th annual Dillo Fest over there on Saturday at House of Rock. But yes, this last one right here, Terror Tactics. Terror Tactics, man. This is a banger right here. I think it was a great choice to finish the album with, and another one of those songs that is kind of similar to Battlefield Messiah, because it's got that mercenary kind of mentality lyric going on, and definitely some cool visuals from the lyrics as well.
Cool, let's do it.
Hit it.
A whole lot of ooh going on. There's that fucking bass in the background. Yeah. Extra twang. Security, I like those lyrics. American hate ingenuity. Oh, so fucking cool, like chorus, dude. Yeah, you did good with that one. I like that. Annihilating all resistance, destroying the balance of power, toppling nations in an instant. Lead the cybernetic chameleon, killed with no recollection. Assassination, terror tactics, destabilize human mission. Here's the Sepultura part. Close my eyes, don't turn back, suicide machine. Into the flesh, trying to run, ready to die. Close my eyes, feel it back, raise supreme. Into the light, nuclear war, flames set me free. Yeah, it's that crackling. I think it's happening again. I think it's your phone, Tony. Vanessa. Max had that. Security. Nice little filthy ending right there.
Yes, a nice filthy ending to Death is Calling. Yes, the latest release from Anialator. It's been out since October 22nd. You can find it on Spotify, all your favorite platforms. Check it out. Pick up a copy from Amazon. Shout out to my friend Michael Liao. Mike just picked up a copy, bought his copy from Amazon. He still wants to get a vinyl hard copy of it. So Mike jams with me in the AC/DC tribute band, and also in the Christmas band I had, the Harbor City All Stars. So hell yeah!
Shout out to Extreme Music for
Extreme Music
for doing a great job at getting the word out, man. They hired they have their own PR firm that goes around sending stuff to magazines. But for this release, I think we're the first band that he got two PR firms to take care of the release. So that's why all these reviews have been popping up, and podcast and magazine interviews and all kinds of shit. So it's pretty cool.
He's doing a lot of legwork, and he cares about his label, and that's the thing. Like he does. Dave Rotten and company, they're at Extreme Music Records in Spain. They're really good at putting. It's like a labor of love. Like they're doing good quality videos and promotional imagery and just promos. They're really good at putting together promo packs, and they're doing it for all their bands. They're paced as far as how many bands are coming out. So it's done with the proper attention. You know what I mean? And we're real lucky to be working with them. I like how the quantities are not outrageous. We're gonna do 2,000 copies. It's like no. This is the modern age, guys. It's a little different. He's being realistic. He's like, listen, yes. I could throw out 1,000 copies like we used to, or I can do 500 copies, and then. It's just a different game, and people will collect the shit out of that, and they'll care more about those 500. They'll collect them, they'll save them, and it's there's a how do I say this? It's a digital world, you know what I mean? So you guys don't forget that you can go to I think it's on YouTube has some people have posted up some videos. So if you want to stream the album before you buy it, you can find it there. Jam out to it, and then you order it again. Hell's Headbangers coming soon, and Extreme Music from Spain. You can do that now.
Great stuff right there, man. I'm telling you. Captain Jason's got a question. Alex, Captain Jason wants to know, are we going to be playing any shows in Corpus Christi?
Eventually we'll do something there. It's not on the top of my list right now, or our list. I mean, it's just we got to get the Killing Machine rolling again, and once we, get going, then eventually we will play Corpus. I'm not saying we're never are, but not anytime soon. Maybe later on in 2025. But you're from Corpus, Tony. So and the band originated from Corpus. So
gonna
It's
I
only a
happen.
see
matter
us.
of time.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
happen.
it's only a
We're
matter
just
of time, Jason. Believe me.
2025. Let's just say 2025 sounds
Yeah.
promising, man. Because right now, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, the
man.
year's
Fuck yeah.
over, and
Oh
we
yeah, I
gotta
ain't gonna do
focus
nothing the
on.
next 2 months. The year will be over. So
Yeah, year's over.
that's it.
Yes, but we
That
want to
is
keep
it.
that anticipation and that excitement going, man. Because hey, when we throw down here in Corpus, man, we're gonna throw down with some big time love. We've already been doing some live shows together as a band. Daniel Garcia is not on the podcast tonight. He's our drummer. Uh, Fernie's also been on the podcast earlier tonight. Fernie's our other guitar player for the band.
Yep.
I can't say enough great things about these two guys. Daniel and Fernie can play every riff and every drum beat on that fucking album. So what you're hearing on the album is what you're gonna hear when you see us live, if not a little faster. If not
A
a
little
little
Yeah.
fucking
better.
faster.
Like that one. I don't know if you saw that one magazine that one magazine review was like, the only problem I see with them is that how are they going to do it live? They're only a 3 piece, but
Yeah.
man, that's what the magazine sees. It's just a picture of us three,
Yeah.
and then
But
We're not a 3-piece now, but we
now
were
we
during
added
the
some
recording.
biscuits and we had some coleslaw. So we're not a 3 piece
yeah.
chicken dinner.
Hey, well, I love this going over the album, and yeah, I wouldn't have had it any other way. I wish we could have got together a little sooner, but you know, our schedules are sometimes keeping us busy, and I'm glad we made some time to make it happen tonight. I do want to give a big shout out to Fernie and to Daniel. We love you guys. We can't wait to I can't wait to us all to be in the same rehearsal room together and start working on the new album and getting ready for our next live show. And that date will be coming real soon. Hopefully it's going to be happening sometime this month. And before I let you guys off the podcast, I got to do another segment of Draw the Line with you guys. All right, but we're going to do a speed one because I know it's kind of late. So let me chew on your ear real quick. Draw the line. I'm going to start off real quick. Metal Church versus Sacred Reich. JD, who's it going to be?
I mean, I want to say Sacred Reich. Sacred Reich has like a more to offer, and Metal Church has like one really solid album for me. You know what I mean? So
The Dark.
I mean, it's and you're gonna have to forgive me because I forget the titles of everything.
All
but
right,
the original one with the guitar coming out of the grave and shit, that fucking Explorer guitar,
This
great
one, right?
fucking.
Metal Church.
Yeah. You're wearing it. I was saying, yeah,
That's
that
the
one. That album's fucking. That album's got. But Sacred Reich, I think, has a little more. It's a different approach. Also the drumming's a little different. And for me that there's more for me in the Sacred Reich catalog. But
right.
man, that one Metal Church fucking rules, dude. That one Metal Church rules.
Yeah, it was heavy as fuck from right when they came out. Yes. What do you think, Al?
I'm gonna have to go with Metal Church,
I'm going with yeah.
but only the first album.
Oh,
I didn't like the
like
dark. The dark was too commercial. When they got bigger or got signed to a bigger label, I wasn't too much into the second album. Sacred Reich, to me, Ignorance is the best one, and after that, I didn't really like Surfing Nicaragua, and it got too funny, and 31 Flavors got too rappy, and just
31 Flavors.
I'm going with Metal Church for the knockout punch.
Yes, it with Beyond the Black, right? Fuck yeah, you can never. That's just like one of those metal classics right there. Okay, next one. Sodom versus Exodus.
Sodom on right away. I mean, Exodus is the first Exodus is fucking intense.
Yes.
It is angry. It is fucking brutal. But Sodom, dude, it's got decades of just intense power. Even the shit that's not as death metal, but is more like the hardcore influence stuff, still kicks ass, dude. Sodom, dude. Yes. I'll take Sodom and I'm good, man. Any album, let's go.
It's cool, right? Sodom, it is. Alex, what do you think, Sodom or Exodus?
Man, that's two different band styles. I mean,
yeah.
vocals,
that's the thing too. It depends on what you're feeling, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got the Bonded by Blood album, but then you have, fucking
They never wore sports jerseys.
oh man, I guess I'm just gonna call it a draw, dude. I can't. I like both of
Oh,
them, but I think Sodom. Man, I don't know, dude. You got me there. I call
Sodom
it
has.
I call it a draw.
I gotta.
And the Sign of Evil,
Fuck yeah, dude. Even Persecution Mania, even Agent Orange, dude.
Agent
Agent
Orange,
Orange is
Agent
a.
You know, it's
Orange.
a
That's
classic
another
right
late
there.
'80s fucking classic. I love that album, man. That album fucking
I
Yes.
moved me.
And
I'll
then
have to go with Sodom.
Yeah,
I like the
Sodom,
way
dude.
I like what Necro said. He said first Exodus stands on a mountain on its own. Yes, but Sodom has a better discography.
Yeah, yeah.
Well said. Well said. All right. Next one right here. And Fernie chimed in too. Fernie said Exodus. I think he said 1989. So shout out right there. Next one. Voivod Killing Technology versus the rest of their catalog. The rest is this their greatest piece of work, or was there something else that could match up to Killing Technology?
Yeah, dude. Sorry. I mean, it's one of the greatest albums, and it was Away's favorite album for a long time,
Yes.
and kind of still is. But, dude, Nothing Face, dude, Post Society, the shit that they're doing now is
Yeah.
mind blowing. They're one of the
It
few
is.
bands that came back and did like a little bit better than expected. Like, okay,
Yeah.
let's be brutally honest. Let's be brutally honest, dude. Piggy is the one of the most important guitar players in my universe. Right, he's one of the most important. But like the last 1.5, 2.5 albums he did, but right as when he died, those like rock and roll. Kind of groovy, stonery, kind of dude. Those albums, I don't like them. I mean, I'll listen to them, and there's some moments that are pretty cool, but like, dude, when they
Angel
got
Rat.
Chewy, no, even Angel Rats, it's better than even those last ones right before he died, honestly. But then Chewy joined the band,
Yeah.
and Blackie came back, and dude, it just got fucking heavy again. It was like all the elements of like Dimension Hatros, Killing Technology, Nothing Face,
Ooh,
and
yes.
then throwing in a little bit of that fucking old school anarcho punk influenced like D beat stuff, Discharge, this and that. You know what I mean? It's all in there, man.
Yeah.
They came back better than as they were fizzling out. So I have to say you can't do that. You can't say you can't pick one album because then it's like a roar, right? The second album's very metal punk. It's very punk,
Yeah.
right? And that right there, if you're in the mood to just fucking to do that, I mean, how are you gonna pick Killing Technology over Roar when you want to hear something with a lot more D beat and a lot more punk aggression? Killing Technology's already expanding the mind and shit. It's different.
Yes, man.
What do you think about the Jason?
They did all kinds of new shit. So you think there's a better album?
Uh, I personally, while JD's thinking about that, I only out of their catalog, I only like three albums: Warren Payne, Roar, and Killing Technology. And I couldn't get into that Pink Floyd stuff they did. I couldn't. Those were like, I guess because I seen them for, I believe it was Roar, but they opened up for Celtic Frost,
Yeah.
and they were like
Yeah.
seeing them live back then was.
Even with the stage gear and stuff. Fuck yeah. That was
Yeah,
tight.
dude. Yeah,
They
that
set
was the
it
best
up.
there. Someone asked, JD? What do you think about the Jason Newsted era voice? That's the era that kind of started to suck. But I found a secret.
Uh-huh.
If you play those songs like kind of not double speed, but almost like just much faster,
Yeah.
they kick ass, dude. Like there's a Gas Mask Revival. There's a few good songs from that like kind of lame Piggy era. that if you just play them like it's like, oh yeah, there it is. It was missing that energy, and I think it's because he was already real sick, so he didn't have the energy in him to like excite the band around him. That's the mood that he was pulling out, and then he passed away. So what do I think of those albums? They suck, but I like them because I'm a fucking forever fan, and there are good moments. You just got to play them faster. That's the secret.
Heard. All right, okay. Much love for Voivod. This band loves Voivod, if you can't tell. Fuck yeah, we love them. All right.
Got some opinions.
How about this? Sepultura versus Death.
Oh, fuck. You first, dude. I want to hear you first, Alex.
All right.
I'll take Sepultura.
All right. Thrash real quick. But you know
Me?
what I liked about Sepultura is when they came out with Beneath the Remains, they were that borderline death metal band. They were
a fucking death metal band. The first 2.5 releases,
Morbid Visions,
even Schizophrenia.
That split they did with I think they did a split with somebody. They're more kind of like death metal.
Yep. But they were doing death from fucking Brazil. They were doing Florida style death metal. That's what.
Yeah,
I think that's what really. And I didn't know about Sepultura until Beneath the Remains came out. So that was my first introduction. Was Beneath the Remains. When I heard that, I was like, oh shit! They're a little bit faster than everybody else right now.
My introduction to Sepultura was from Alex Martinez and Frank and all those dudes in the Valley. Yeah, they come up to Corpus and hang out, and they like, hey, check out what we got, man. They would tape trade, and they would play the Sepultura stuff before anybody knew who Sepultura was. I was like, oh shit.
Got some early Troops of Doom going there right there. Fuck yes.
Yeah, like
when you hear it back, you hear everything like, oh, that's you can just tell how everything kind of developed into what it became Beneath the Remains and everything else that we're familiar with, that I'm familiar with. But
I don't even remember, who are we comparing the Sepultura to again?
Death.
Death, right?
Death.
Yeah, the thing with Death is like it was profound in the very, very, very beginning, and it had some interesting technical things when he became a better guitarist, and he got all fancy and stuff, and there's some really cool artistic things there. Obviously, I'm a guitar player that kind of dabbles with a little bit technical stuff sometimes, so I can appreciate it. But my first live show in my first original death metal band, we played Antichrist from the first Sepultura album. It was great, dude. And Sepultura to me is like so important, man. Like way more intense than Dead was to me. Death, the band Death, excuse me. And it's like they also had multiple eras. Like most long-running bands have multiple eras, but I like most of the eras more than the Death eras. Like the Death later era it's not bad. They're fucking great musicians and doing some really powerful stuff. I mean, Gene Hoglan coming in and doing some cool shit in there. Steve did Giorgio. Yeah, but Agrigio, he's going in there and he's playing some stuff. All that's fucking exciting and interesting. But like, if I just want to like close my eyes and just catch fire and fucking just feel the power, Sepultura, dude. Sepultura rules. And my favorite, the pinnacle for me being Schizophrenia. That album is just the best world's mix of thrash and death. It's good death thrash, technical death, wrist breaking speed riffs, dude. Nah, but dude,
right?
Schizophrenia is one of the greatest blue cover albums ever, dude.
Right.
But with Death are innovators of their own genre. I mean, they had their own style in the beginning. If you listen to Spiritual Healing and you listen to Screaming Bloody Gore and all that, as Chuck, I guess, got like JD said, more in tune with his guitar playing. He started bringing in better musicians to where, to me, the later Death started turning into more of a musicians type. Like a lot of musicians liked it because of the technicality they had. Where the earlier Death was more, Yeah, where the earlier Death, everybody was more like, oh, you know, just heavy brutal riffs, just simple riffs back then. It was
Yeah,
just like Celtic Frost. Celtic Frost is a technical, Celtic Frost is just heavy fucking riffs, but they stand out. You don't have to be, so like to me, bands like Dream Theater and Disincarnated, I think that's what it was with James Murphy, and
yeah,
all those bands to me were like more of musicians type of crowd. I mean, you look out, you see a lot of like to me because they had badass guitar players, badass drummers, badass bass players. That
yeah.
somebody that was a real like into theory and all kinds of shit would enjoy listening to later Death than versus what they
Yeah.
started off with. Was just meat and potatoes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So.
I
But
can
anyway, that's my
imagine
opinion, and that doesn't count. So.
I can imagine people who only like new death, or I say new death, but I mean like what's that fucking individual thought patterns and forward,
Yeah,
right? Anybody who likes that better than the old shit is not gonna like Sepultura at all. I don't think. You know what I mean? Like someone
I
who
know
goes
what you
Scream Bloody
mean.
Gore, I don't like that album. It sounds like shit. I'd rather hear fucking thought patterns. Blah blah blah. They're not gonna
Yeah.
fucking get into fucking Sepultura, man. They also are fucking posers, but that's just me, right?
No
That's just my
man,
opinion.
no man.
That
All right,
opinion
we're gonna
doesn't
finish
matter either.
strong with probably the country that does thrash metal and metal in general better than any place else in the whole fucking world. I'm talking about Germany, and they know how to fucking party, the best festivals, fucking drinking beer all day and raising hell all night. Who do you want to see between these two bands, Creator or Destruction?
Neither.
What?
Yeah, I know, but you gotta
Not
If you
answer.
if
neither.
you if you would ask me that question back in the '80s, I would have said
Uh-huh.
Pleasure to Kill. I would have
Yeah,
said
dude.
Creator or
Flag of hate, pleasure to
Destruction.
kill.
What is it? Sinister Dot or what's it? Destruction. I can't remember the early Destruction songs right now. I mean albums, but
Sentence to Death or
yeah,
Bestial Invasion.
yeah. Even that era. If you'd have told me which one, I would have said both of them. But now they're just really polished bands that. I mean, from what I hear, Creator doesn't even use amps anymore. They just plug direct in with these boxes, and because I've had friends go on tour with them, and no
Yeah.
amps, nothing, just all props, and where's I don't know. I can't see a band with no amps, but
Well,
Pestilence, when
nowadays
I
you can
saw
get
them
the
a
whole
long time ago,
sound
did that.
in a little packet.
it's
Everything's
just all
plugged in
like
or plugins, right?
it's all scrims and banners and stuff, and they're no amps. They're all plugged in through boxes and through the board, and I don't know. I guess I guess they change. Everybody changes with time, so. To each
Yeah,
their
Yeah,
own.
that
To
and
each their own.
yeah, and lugging around fucking 200 pounds of gear, is not always fun. So,
overseas.
yeah,
If they don't get around, they have a road crew.
yeah,
Rent
yeah.
that shit, right? They never have to
We
That's
play
lug
what
shit
overseas. They
around.
rent that. So,
that's one of my
so you're gonna
favorite
go with
Motorhead songs.
who's the greatest?
Oh, Creator. I mean, between the two, I'd go Creator. Those first two albums are just fucking brutal, man. I like Destruction too, but that's you see, like in speed metal and thrash, there was like two big branches. You had clean singing bands and you had dirty singing bands, and then there was all kinds of
Yeah,
like subsections in between. But like the speed metal era, you had like you had those guys. So I think Destruction is a perversion of that kind of band of the bands
okay.
that would have had the
Yeah,
high singing and stuff. They perverted that sound, and so the musically it's a little closer to the speed metal realm, and that's all cool. But Creator is like fucking death thrash, like real like aggressive. That's different, man. So I would go Creator. I mean, what's up?
Creator it is. You too, Alex.
Yeah, yeah. Great.
Creator on the Millie, one of the best fucking thrash metal vocalists of all fucking time. Millie Pedraza, fuck yeah, love me some Creator. And I'm gonna agree with you. Definitely Creator all fucking day, man. And who else has fucking such great imagery in all their albums and shit, dude? When you talk about guys that having like mercenaries or fucking gladiators, I can think of you start seeing like the guy from well, their mascot that probably came out first on maybe Terrible Certainty. where it's like that big fucking head with the horns and shit. You know, they're one of the bands that really got it right and were able to have some longevity in the fucking business. And so big shout outs to Creator, and definitely an influence of the thrash metal that I like to perform, man. So I like to listen to some Millie or some fucking some Chuck Billy before I start getting ready to go into the getting my thrash on and shit. But that's gonna wrap it up with Draw the Line for tonight, guys. JD and Alex, I can't wait till we can get in the fucking rehearsal room and start throwing this shit down.
Same here, man. I'm stoked. And then also can't wait to start goofing off with the new stuff, right? That's gonna be cool.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna put out some new shit before. It's not gonna take three years this time.
No, it's not.
No, hell no.
No, it's not.
Hey, we got
Not
the
at
great. We got all the pieces. They're all the right elements. We got Fernie. We got Daniel. It's gonna be great. I know we got some great things that are gonna be coming ahead. But right now, the present, Death is fucking calling for everybody. Go get yourself some Death is Calling at hellsheadbangers.com. Check us out. If you know any of us personally, hit us up. We'll get your hands on some merch. Let's bring up that old school Anialator catalog. Let's get that Mission of Death CD, the Rise to Supremacy CD. We still got T-shirts. So hit me or Alex up. We'll get it into your hands one way or another.
Skateboards, we still have skateboards too.
Yes, IOP skates. Shit, $50 a deck. We've got our hands on some still, right, Al?
Yeah.
So shit, you see what it looks like. It is high quality, man. Super high quality. Oh man, it's the best. Anialator skateboard. Get yours. So hit us up, and like I said, please give us a support. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe to the Anialator YouTube page on your favorite music platform. Definitely turn your friends on. If you like a particular song, share it on your Facebook or share it on Instagram. Let us know you like it. And guys, thank you so much for checking out the Tony Gomez Show. I've had a great
time.
Tony,
one more thing. I don't mean to interrupt, but with that Hell's Headbangers, I don't know if they've received their shipment yet, so it's best to just be checking periodically. If we find out first that they do have it, we'll post it on our Facebook page, and you guys can post it on your page where they're selling it. But right now, I don't know if they've got
Extreme has it right now, though. Extreme Music will.
Yeah, Extreme. You can order it through Extreme.
Excellent. And to all our friends, we had a great group in the chat room tonight. Let me give some quick shout outs. We in the Spirit World, Vanessa Villarreal, hell yeah, James Warrior, Aina Clone, Joaba, Paul. Thank you guys. Thanks. And if I missed anybody, much love to all of y'all. Make sure you're checking us out next time we are in your town, whether it's Houston, Austin, the Valley, Corpus, Dallas. Anialator is ready. The killing is just fucking. It may have already begun, but it's just fucking still has many more lives to fucking take. So get ready. Death is calling for you. JD, Alex, I'll see you guys soon.
See you all in hell.
Hell yeah. Thanks for checking out the show tonight. We'll see you later.
All right, man.
Later, bro.